good, y'all? Welcome back to the Woman's Hustle, Thrills and Spills of Entrepreneurship. It's your girl, Coach K, and I am solo dolo for this episode, so you know what that means. I got some things that I want to talk about, all right? Before I get started, make sure you have subscribed to the Upgraded MindsetZ YouTube channel. Make sure you are favoriting the Woman's Hustle on your favorite streaming platform. Now, ladies, you know what I say, and when I say things, they are definitely out of love, but they raw and uncut and they real. And I want to speak on this because this is something I have been seeing more and more. I always want to come solution based, but this might touch a nerve, all right? So listen, I am seeing a lot of egos holding a lot of y'all back when it comes to starting or pivoting in your business and entrepreneurial endeavors. You don't know everything, and you don't want to get into spaces with people that can help you learn more about pivoting for your business or your brand. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I talk to so many women, and the first thing they say is, I want so and so to help me. These are people that are close to them, people that ain't even entrepreneurs, and y'all are getting so upset with these people because they're not helping you. But then at the same time, your own ego is preventing you from getting in spaces with people who can. Now, let me put a disclaimer out here when I talk about this as well, because I offer so much free game when it comes to these podcasts for the Woman's Hustle, Empowering Real Talk. I have guests that drop gems on top of gems on top of gems. So if you are somebody that listens on a consistent basis, I'm pretty sure that you can agree with me on that, right? Exactly. But I do also offer paid services through one-on-one coaching. I have programs that I offer like Purpose Path, which is for entrepreneurial spirited women. And then I have Mind Shift Accelerator, which is for those that are on a personal transformation journey. That's not what I'm here to talk about, but I wanted to make sure that I gave that little shameless plug out the gate. But I'm seeing a lot of y'all letting y'all egos show up in your business and your personal growth, and you're wondering why you're still on the hamster wheel to nowhere. You've got to learn how to put your ego to the side. There's a difference between ego, confidence, cockiness, and just thinking you know everything, right? Do you realize your ego is blocking your learning, connection, and even potential collaborations? 2025 has been an amazing year for me, just from the collaborative efforts. When I tell you it has been amazing, but I opened up my mind to be receptive to allowing people in that support me, that help me, and that encourage me to be better. I've shifted my mindset to understand that I need community to pour into me so I can continue to grow and build and pivot. Y'all have the negative mindset of, oh, no new friends. I don't need no new people around me. Why? Why, if you are a business owner or someone that has a brand, whether you're full time or part time, because y'all do it wherever y'all at in y'all entrepreneurial journey, but why do you feel like that you can't be around new individuals? Isn't that what building a brand and a business is all about? Being around new individuals? I would hope so. I've been in business for 5 years. If I was only working and talking to the same 20, 25 people, where y'all think I'd be at? At somebody corporate job. Let's just call it for what it is. Your negative self-talk of no new friends and I don't want to be in new spaces and things like that. You aren't ready to be a business owner. And it's the reality of it. And you really got to sit down and ask yourself that question. Now, in defense, there are scenarios where we may be a little fearful of getting into new spaces. I get it. I still have that little anxiety when I know I'm going into spaces that I may not know anybody or things like that. But I'm working through that anxiety. I'm working through that fear. And as a result, my platform is building, my brand is elevating, and I'm getting more clients, baby. So at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Or is it? Is your ego that big that you will allow yourself to stay on that hamster wheel to nowhere because you have that old outdated mindset of, oh, I don't want to meet nobody new. I don't want to make new connections. How do you feel like that you're going to grow in business? That negative mindset is a false narrative. You got to stop believing that the people that you're around as you start your business are going to be the people that carry you throughout the elevation of your business. It's the reality. And I'm not saying that they can't be around and still be friends to you or cool like that. But if you don't have anybody that you can sit down and talk business with in supportive spaces, and if you're not investing in yourself to be in supportive spaces, to be in these communities, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And I'd rather you just say that you just don't care, right? You've got to get more strategic with those things. And really, a quote that came to me when it comes to like pivoting and elevating yourself is surrendering is a strategy, not a weakness. I'm strong minded, y'all. Y'all know I'm very like bold and loud and, all of those things. But what that doesn't mean is I'm somebody that is not open to learning from other people, to taking constructive criticism, because that's one of the biggest things that hold y'all back. Somebody literally trying to tell you something about how maybe you can improve certain aspects of the business, giving you free game, and y'all get so offended. Y'all ego is holding you back. Why are you offended? Because somebody is really trying to give you some insight on how to make things better for you. Not saying that they're trying to tell you how to run your business, but me, I've become so open minded that I take anything somebody tells me and evaluate it and see if it's something that could be a benefit towards the continuing growth of my business. I'm not holding myself back, and I don't got no ego to sit up there and say, "Hey, I ain't no, 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 they can't tell me nothing." If I know of somebody that has walked the journey or is walking the journey that I'm on, somebody that has had experience in the where I'm at in life as a coach, as a podcaster, as a motivational speaker, as an author, as a two-time business owner, hell yeah, I want to hear all the insight you can give me, and I'm going to be in those communities. I have been so intentional in putting myself in community spaces where I know this is the goal. One thing that I have learned and one thing that I teach my clients, baby, being in the room can change your life, but only if you are actually present. That don't mean go to an event and feel like now you finna make 50 million connections, and when you don't do that, then now you like, forget it, I ain't doing nothing else. You've got to get yourself used to being in environments where people are supportive and encouraging. You never know what opportunity that may be, whether you're product based or service based. You need to start getting yourself in the rooms with other product based and service based people. Leave your egos at the door. I'm telling y'all right now. You also got to understand when it's time to break away from spaces that are no longer aligned with you. You allow other people's egos to keep you in spaces that are no longer fitting for you. If the conversations aren't growth minded, what are you doing talking to them? What are you doing talking about it? What are you doing? When your energy is drained, when you leave the room, what are you still doing there? Why are you still in those spaces, y'all? Like, I want us to leave the egos at the door. It's blocking everything that you want. And if you are somebody that is trying to be purpose driven within your brand or your business, then you got to learn that that ego don't matter. If you are really trying to get in those supportive spaces, I am here to attest there are a lot of supportive spaces, mine included, that are here to celebrate you, to uplift you, to make you feel like you are the most important person that sells your product or service in the world. We celebrate. I'm in spaces, y'all, with other coaches, but you know what? I have collaborative conversations with other coaches. I don't feel intimidated by that. The bottom line of it is, if you feel like that you can't get into spaces because you feel like somebody might be trying to steal your ideas, or somebody's trying to run your business for you and tell you what to do, Baby, it's time for you to check yourself. You are operating in outdated systems, and it's time for you to get some help personally, whether that's a personal coach, whether that's some therapy, some counseling, whatever it is. But it's really time to have those conversations, because without those personal development resources that I had to do, I would not be the person that I am today. And I'm not allowing myself to go back for anybody. I checked that ego a long time ago. And ever since I have, it has been nothing but growth and elevating moves ever since. So as I get ready to wrap up, because I promise I'm not going to rant for y'all all day, but I want you to really understand what it requires to really shift your mindset and really navigate into the space where growth is common. I want you to realize that there are spaces out there that are here to support you, uplift you, celebrate you, encourage you, and push you to be the best version of yourself. Sit back and have a conversation with yourself, reflective moment. Am I allowing my ego to stop me from getting in spaces? Am I using the word anxiety or no new friends and no new spaces to hold me back? Because I tell you one thing, once I sat and had that conversation with myself and realized that that changed the entire game. Think about what I said now. I also want you to understand it is okay to reach out and have a conversation. Any first conversation with me is always on me. Let's talk about where you feel like you may be struggling at. Let's talk about if there are resources out there that can help you. I may not be that resource, but because I'm so passionate about helping us move forward, I can give you resources that may be able to help you. And it may not be me. And I'm okay with that, because I want to know that you are growing with or without me. Because, baby, you got to leave that ego at the door, or leave your business at the door, because that's what you're doing if you keep allowing that ego to run your life. Hey, surrender it, baby. I promise you. It's so dope on the side of open-mindedness and being supported and uplifted and finding those communities, because baby, they out there, whether virtually or in person. If you are not in Peoria with me, then do the research and find out. You won't know if you don't try. Go get in those spaces. Hey, all these spaces may not be for you. I'm not saying that they are, but stop doing yourself a disservice by not trying. All right, y'all. I'm done ranting. If you have any questions, definitely make sure that you reach out. Again, first conversations are always on me. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Is it something that you experience? Is it something that you see within your communities? And what can we do to change that? All right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, baby. Make sure you are following The Woman's Hustle on your favorite streaming platform, like I said. And baby, stay empowered.